2, 1. All right, perfect. All right, got any questions?
No.
You good?
I'm good.
You know the name of the show?
I don't know that.
You're my brother, right?
Yeah.
You don't know the name of my show?
I don't know that.
I asked you if you had any questions.
What is the name of your...
Take a guess. You know me well. You know me for 32 years.
God, I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie. I can't remember.
Welcome to another episode of the Identity Booth, and we have a family celebrity in the house. We have my younger brother, Luke, in the building, and he doesn't want to be here, but because of moral obligation and it's my birthday, he is being forced to sit here and give me 30 minutes of his time. So in this 30 minutes, I plan on asking him 5, probably 10 questions about just day-to-day activities of living with me and, being my younger brother. How are you, Luke?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Happy my brother's here, Happy that
you got a nice little setup.
Birthday's tomorrow,
yeah.
Happy to be home, so all is well.
You got a nice little setup here. He runs this place like a fine-tuned machine. Like, he has grown up. I'm proud of you.
I appreciate it.
No, seriously.
I'm only 29, so.
Yeah. Hey, you done well. Your birthday's gonna be this month as well. You got plans for your birthday? Because I'm not doing nothing.
Man, nothing too much, Got a twin sister, so I'll let her plan everything, and I just kind of, go with the flow.
And the twin sister, Nafi, who has now missed 2 opportunities to film her podcast because she left a day before I got here, which makes no sense. But this could have been the big 3 meetup. She could have been sitting right here in the middle. But, she decided not to show up, so now we're doing this podcast, and it's just me and you. So, it's the boys. We're back in town, man. We're back in town.
Yeah, it's been a while, so I'm excited. I'm excited to finally get on the Identity Booth.
No, you're not. You don't have to. You don't got a lot. You were dreading this. I had to beg him. I literally had to beg him. I mean, he's, like I said, he's a busy man, so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that there's 101 things to do. But I literally been home now 3 days.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, I'm over it. Like, but you have a nice little setup going on. I need my desk. I need better internet. Like, there's so many things I just want and need, and COVID doesn't give me the ability to do that. Yeah. But I'm kind of happy I did this because, like, I was thinking to myself, like, oh, okay. If I get the gig up in Northwestern, I could just commute from home and, work from home. And I was like, oh no, I would have to bring like a desk here. I would have to upgrade the internet. I would have to definitely change out my bed. Good God. That thing is low to the ground. And I mean, it's just not the same. You can't see people that you want to see. And I mean, if you're working out there, you already know. So it's not going to hold it. But I mean, we'll get to the questions unless you have any questions for me.
No, man. But, what any big goals for your 32nd year on Earth, or what you got any goals, aspirations? What are you looking forward to in the next year?
32 is that number that people is insignificant. Birthday numbers are have to be your most impactful to make the big significant numbers like that go-to day. So like I consider it a building year for me. Like not building in the sense, I'm weary and I don't know what I'm doing. More like there are these things that I have pointed out in my life right now that I want to kind of attack. And this is the year that I can truly attack them. Like, just because there's a pandemic going on or situations aren't at their prime or ample for you doesn't mean that you can't work towards these goals and aspirations. So I think that's what I'm doing right now. There's a lot of work with the PAs going on. There's a lot of work with the work going on. But ultimately, I think it's to get back to a trajectory where it's not necessarily, there's no money involved in this for me. There's no mindset where I'm like, oh, the money, I can't think of what to do with this. But I think for me, it comes down to I really want to be able to say that, yes, I've accomplished XYZ goal by point, and then I can start enjoying those goals. So I think getting the PA situation wrapped up will be the ticket on the clock for me.
Absolutely.
All right, first question. Or second question, since you messed up the first question. You don't know the name of the show. The name of the show is Identity Booth.
Identity Booth, got it. We'll never forget that ever again.
He's never going to watch this episode, so it doesn't matter. This is more for His kids and his parents. His future kids, yes. Uncle Heero got him to do this. Your dad was actually a comical person growing up. He's not as stoic and grim as he probably is in 2060 or whatever the hell. Y'all watch this. First question, who's the favorite in the family?
The favorite? I'm probably going to say the sister. Nafi's definitely the favorite.
Nafi, you think Nafi's more popular than you?
I think so. She's gotten away with a lot more than I have.
Wait, you're out of all of it, you're the biggest rule breaker out of all of us.
No, 100%. 100%. I think I'm a little more responsible. I talk to our parents way more than you guys, so.
You really have spoiled them. The expectation has been risen too high for us. Like I can't keep up with them because they compare. Parents aren't allowed to have favorites, but they are allowed to pick. Like you can tell by the way they talk to them because it's based on what you say. I don't give my parents any information because I don't like explaining like minute details to people that it doesn't affect them. The information will be useless to you ultimately. But Luke, fine-tuned engine right here. He will talk to them to the point you're helping Miss I do a bunch of stuff. You're helping Mommy do a bunch of stuff, and you've been here with her. Well, Nafi up until she left, has been here the longest. Yeah. But for you have it set to the point where do this. All right, so you think Nafi's the favorite?
Yeah. I think I think everybody has a little bit of. Everybody's had their time where they were probably a little more favored, and right now. Probably a little bit more favorite. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We gotta ask my mom on that.
She won't pick. My dad. She won't. If she was on the show, she wouldn't pick. Yeah, I think so. For your line of work, what you do, I'm always interested in knowing, because it's always different. Me being an athlete and you playing sports, but deciding to go the agent route. How weird is that for you now? Looking back, wow, because you're looking behind us is my little shrine to and behind the camera is Nafi's little shrine. Luke has no shrine, but he's the only one still involved with sports, and that's baffling to me. Mm-hmm. So, how does it feel to be, that kid that took the one thing that me and your sister were good at and make a career out of it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just, having a passion and interest in it, I obviously played a lot of basketball growing up. Wasn't really involved in football at all, but, seeing your career kind of, got me a little bit in football. I've always had interest in football, but, it's not something really popular in this area because of the weather. So I think, just getting involved with it, seeing opportunities and, gradually just more interest, and then, found an opportunity and kind of jumped on it. So I think that's kind of what kind of got me back involved with sports. I always knew when I went to college that started off as a psychology major, I believe. And then eventually, man, you know what? Sports is kind of my passion. Sports is what I'm interested in. So let me go ahead and chase that dream and see where it takes me. And I had no idea where I would be right now. So.
No, it's super interesting to watch your trajectory because you're the man. You're the deal maker. You're the negotiator. And that's why I think you've quietly progressed in that nature. And I've seen that growth in you where you've become this stoic but still very poignant, very understanding, there's an immediate understanding of business when it comes to you. Wow, we were having a discussion about needing to call customer service, and Luke is taking a very progressive route on how to. And I was just just give me the number. I know how to yell at people. Give me the phone, I will get stuff done today. But if you want that progressive route, okay. So I can appreciate that. What is something the fondest memory you have of growing up in this house? This house has been around since '95 for us.
Yeah.
So what is your fondest memory of this house?
God, I mean,
remember when we had the bunk beds upstairs?
Yeah, we had the bunk beds upstairs. This used to be a basement that we would roller skate down here, rollerblade. Yeah. So, I mean, a ton of memories, man. Just, spent a lot of time in here. I mean, I'll never forget getting my first TV for my birthday. I think I got a 10-inch TV in my room. I was so excited. Yeah, so excited about that. So, a ton of memories, man. And especially just in the city in general, it's a special place for me for sure.
No, you always come back home, and I always say to myself you could. I tend to travel just because of work more often than not, but I always notice that you're always coming home, which is never a bad thing. So I have to commend you. What is something what is it about the area that keeps you coming back? Is it just more family, or is it just like you feel at home here?
Yeah, I think it's, living in the South the last, 7 going on 8 years. So I think just making sure you come back to feel that peace of home, the food, the family, my mom's here. So I just think it's a part of just, wanting to come back, and it's where you're from, so I'm always going to want to rep and get back to where I'm from. So that's something that's been important to me. So I think it's just the aspect of, food and family for the most part.
What about, what's one tragic memory you've had here? Like, what's a whooping you got in this house that still sticks with you?
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot, man.
You said a lot.
There's been a lot. God, I honestly can't even really remember anything.
Was there anything we ever broke that we could never explain?
Yeah, I mean,
we were pretty stoic kids because we weren't destructive.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really think of anything that
broke. What's something that they've gotten mad at us for, though? See, we were good kids growing up, but we had our things. But I was definitely a rule breaker, and I would sneak out the house and everything. But that was more like for football stuff.
Yeah, I think the worst thing I would do is probably curfews.
You used to, and I used. You know what I remember? Was it you or Nafi who got their bike stolen?
I got my bike stolen.
And Miss I sent me to go get your bike. That's probably the most annoying thing.
Yeah, yep, Memorial Park. Yep, somebody stole my bike. Yeah, they spray painted everything by the time we got it back too. So.
Yeah, we did get it back.
Oh yeah, we got it back. It just was it was a different color.
It was a whole entire different bike at that point.
Yeah. So.
And then now you're doing. Well, I mean, I guess I want to talk a little bit more about college and you growing up, because you've been in Georgia for a minute.
Yep, since 2013.
So, and you worked out there, and you were the man in Georgia. You got stuff done. You got a lot of top dogs in and out of that school, and you got them signed, and you've left a legacy back there. Is there any part of you that misses that college routine, that working in the college ranks?
Yeah, I mean, I think you working that long, I think you definitely, miss it a little bit. You miss, building the team. I mean, I love the aspect of, you recruit guys in, you watch them develop. Next thing you know, you're coming together to put together a team to compete for a championship. So the part of building a team is something that I definitely miss, just because, I've always been a part of team sports and just the team aspect. I mean, it's all, you work a ton of hours. So, just being in the office, for 80 to 90 hours a week, but you're there with 50 other people, so you always got somebody to talk to. You can go get lunch with this person, you can eat dinner with this person. And then the players, of course, I mean, that's my pride and joy. And what I was always passionate about was, the players and being around those guys, helping those guys, through whatever. I mean, there's issues with all of them. When you have 130 players on a team, you build different relationships with all of them. So the families, too, meeting their families and watching some of those guys grow, come in as freshmen and leave, graduate, or go on to the NFL. I mean, it's you definitely miss that aspect of it for sure. So,
all right. We're in the part of the episode where I like to just be able to draw attention to people, the things that they know about us, but because a lot of people think we sound alike, so now they're hearing us both at the same time, so that can be discerned. But who's taller?
I'm taller.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'3.5".
But I'm bigger. I'm not talking about wider.
No, you're definitely not.
He's so kind. He's so politically correct. Who's stronger?
You're definitely stronger.
Who's faster?
I'm definitely faster.
You think you could beat me in a 40?
100%.
This is a challenge. I have heard it and I want to see it. You think you beat me in a race? 40 yards?
When's the last time you ran 40 yards?
I literally jump rope every day.
I said ran 40 yards.
Okay, 40 yards ain't that bad though. I got it.
When's the last time you ran 40 yards? Before coronavirus.
April.
I thought you haven't worked out since then.
I've been running. That's why my shoes are messed up. All right. And who's more organized?
I mean, I think I've gotten better with organization, but
I would give it to you now. Maybe 2 years ago, hell no.
Yeah, I've definitely had to get more organized in my life for sure. So,
who's the better handyman?
I'll give you that for sure.
You think so? All right. Who's a better cook?
I'm probably gonna give you that one too.
All right.
I'll probably give you that one too.
Who's better with money?
Man, I would like to think myself.
Yeah, I'll give you that. You're better with money. I don't spend money, but also I don't like taking risk with money. You risk it for the biscuit and you get paid for it. So I can definitely give you the point on that. Who has a better fashion sense?
Well, it's not even close. It's not even close.
What are you talking about?
It's not even.
You're wearing a blank red shirt right now.
It's not. I'm about to go work out. It's not even a debate.
Really?
Yes.
How dare you?
That's not even a debate.
All right. This is not. I'm not offended by this. He's still my blood. Who's more hard headed?
Oh, you for sure.
What?
You for sure. 100%.
What?
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. I have drive. I have vision. It's good. It's what keeps me motivated. I know this was going to be interesting. Who spends more time in front of a screen?
Ooh, I think it's you. I'd probably say, my old job probably a little closer, but I think you.
I'm more in well, if I don't have any surgeries, then I'm in
right now I think it's I spend that's my whole job right now for the most part.
Do you like that aspect shift? That you're not out on the field as much? Like, because you stand on the field in these games. Now you're just...
Yeah, you're on the field, but it's not like I'm calling plays, you know what I mean? So you're just there for support, So, like, a little bit, it's definitely different watching the game from, the stands compared to, being on the field kind of closer to the action. But it's not a big deal for me because at the end of the day, it's not like I'm calling plays or having much of an impact out there. So.
Did you ever have any aspirations like coaching?
Not really. It's funny when I did an internship at IMG, I had interest in training and developing skills and talent, but never calling plays was never really my thing because I didn't play a lot of football, so never really had aspirations of coaching at all. So.
Okay. Who's more likely to get in trouble with the law?
Oh, you 100%.
Wait, what? How me?
100%. I don't bother.
You've had your car towed.
Oh yeah, and I got out the car respectively and went to the DMV and got my car back.
So you don't think I would have followed those rules?
No, I worry about you. You think you're a Black Panther?
Yeah, forever, motherfucker. What you want?
Yeah, so.
I'm definitely the social justice hawk in the family, but I'm also the person that tells our parents like you can't say things like that anymore. It's not socially acceptable. Like I call my family and friends out. I'm supposed to. That's my job. I'm the leader of the family. I'm supposed to. Who's the better dancer?
I don't know. I haven't seen you dance in a while.
You literally saw me dance in October.
You can have that one if you want it. that would not matter.
You don't matter to you. That's not it. All right. On the screen, the score will be up because I'm not keeping count of the score right now. Do you have any challenge questions?
Gosh, I didn't plan for that.
You didn't plan. You're literally coming off the dome with this right now.
Yeah, this is your podcast. You tell me what you want me to answer.
The third section is going to be all about you. You're gonna have a 5-minute stint to talk about whatever you want.
Oh, God.
What is something you are passionate about talking about?
I think I'm real big on just taking advantage of opportunities. I mean, that's one thing this quarantine has taught me. It was like, I spent a lot of time just on financial literacy. There's been a ton of things that you put off to the side And I think during coronavirus, people really had opportunity to, get into the stock market, get into the real estate game, get into just different financial literacies that I wouldn't have had time to on the day-to-day working. So I just think people need to take advantage of opportunities in time because, we may never have another opportunity like this to really fine-tune whatever skill sets. I mean, I had a friend the other day. He went back to school. He's doing an online MBA. That's something he's been putting off since graduating in 2013. So I just think I'm real big on opportunity. So I'm trying to seize every opportunity I have and motivate people to seize the opportunity they have to, achieve whatever they kind of put on the back burner. Because whether it's working out, eating right, everybody can, kind of stick to that list or New Year's resolution, put that back, on the front side and take advantage of the time that you have right now. So that's kind of something I'm really, really passionate about is opportunities.
All right. And to your point, because you started your own business, you started the family business LLC for us. I had the Project ETO one, but you've taken one for the whole family. So, and that's per our culture. Like if we all eat, if one eats, we all eat. So it's sort of like you build on that notion. And I've always been of the mindset, like, yeah, if I can't get to whatever I want to do by whatever age or whatever, I'll take full charge of like the real estate thing or the financial thing. And we all have multiple talents. Like all of us have multiple skill sets that really build on each other, but more importantly, build on like our ability to diversify our experience in funding. So that's definitely commendable. And that's to no slight to anyone who's like going through a pandemic right now and doesn't know how to get better. It's not traditionally normal for you to be able to, most people to be able to excel when the world's on fire. So like that's no sweat off your back. But, for those of you who can muster up that strength, I think that's a very powerful message from the young one here telling you to keep pushing forward. Did you have any messages for any loved ones? You got Mr. out there? Got the girlfriend?
Yeah.
You want to say any I love yous to them? You're on camera.
Yeah, I love you guys.
I put him on the spot. Talk to your future right now, because this is the last time you'll ever come on this. I'm almost 100% sure of it.
Let's talk about something else. I should have approved these questions.
You should have, but he did it, and he's the negotiator. He just came on here blank face, and I love it. But I'm not. You know what, Luke? I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Oh, no problem.
Oh man, this is the Identity Booth. Thank you so much for joining us, my brother Luke. He's not going to follow you on social media, so I'm not even going to give you an opportunity to find it.
Definitely not.
But for all the rest of you guys, continue to identify with us as we identify with you. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Player FM, and all major podcast formats, and of course YouTube. Check out for the live stream. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I'll be keeping this coming. I'll probably be filming from the house for like a few days, but nothing major. I definitely got to get back to something more comfortable, and Luke's got to get back to work. So I appreciate it.
All right. Oh my God, that's gonna be a terrible episode.
Good job, Luke.
That's gonna be a terrible episode.
What's gonna be wrong with it? All I needed you to talk.
Random.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's a catch up. And we got 24 minutes. Right on time, bro. All right, come on, Jay. Your turn. It's over. I don't have a list of questions for you. This is literally gonna be us catching up.